Let's go on to main topic number 1. And our first main topic today gets submitted to us by Aseff M, who writes, "We all know that in the movie world, the people really getting hit hard at the local theater are the local theater employees who have no jobs and bills are piling up. Looks like AMC is sharing the pain around. I read an article. Where'd I go? I read an article that said AMC is laying off all their corporate employees, including the CEO, to keep costs down while the situation continues. Do you consider this a really serious sign of how much trouble they're in? Or do you think it's a goodwill gesture showing that even the bosses are taking the hit too?" All right. Thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yes, look, obviously bigger problems around the world. The situation going on in the world is impacting, causing inconvenience and suffering for other people on an unimaginable scale. However, here on this show, we talk about things and issues within the realm of the movie world. So that is what we talk. And, you know, one of the biggest hit entities in all this are the movie theaters. They're having to be shut down, all this kind of stuff. There are tens of thousands of movie theater employees around the world that right now are just sitting at home. They don't have their jobs, all that kind of stuff, and it's getting tough. And we talked a little while ago, too, that there are even some financial analysts in Hollywood saying, we wonder if even AMC can come back from this because counter to popular opinion, I should say, the movie theater industry is a razor-thin margin industry. Everybody thinks they're just rolling in cash. They're not. It's a razor-thin industry. In the midst of all that, not only is AMC's theater staff laid off, all their corporate staff, so I guess if I was still working for them, I'd be laid off too. All their corporate staff have now been put on furlough. Here's what was written in Variety. AMC Theaters furloughed more than 600 corporate employees after the coronavirus outbreak forced the movie theaters across the country to close. The action extends to every corporate AMC staff member, including Chief Executive Officer Adam Aron. Employees will have reduced working hours at reduced pay or no working hours for no pay. All furloughed corporate employees will retain their active employment status, including health benefits. AMC said the chain was forced to implement a furlough plan to preserve cash and ensure its circuits can reopen when the world has recovered from the coronavirus crisis. This, of course, comes from Variety. So in the question, and it's a good question, is this a move by AMC as a goodwill gesture to all their employees saying the pain is being shared around? Or is this a matter of necessity because things really are that tough right now? The answer is yes to both. I think it's a little bit of an answer to yes to both. When you have the CEO himself taking, either no pay right now or reduced pay, and you're taking all the executives and all the corporate staff and that kind, it's a little bit of a gesture of goodwill. And it's nice. It's nice. But it's also a matter of survival. It's also a matter of survival because when things do open back up, and even though it doesn't feel like they will, they will. When things open back up, it's going to take some capital to get everything up and running again. You got to bring back all your theater staff. You got to have cash on hand ready to operate. And the only way they're going to conserve that cash is if they cut corners everywhere they can right now. I think it is a bit of a sign of the times and what's going on, but I also think it's a little bit of a sign of them doing a little bit of a good gesture, Will. Aaron, when it starts actually hitting the corporate offices, that's when you know shit's getting real. when you even see the corporations laying their own people off within their corporate towers and all that kind of stuff. So you see this. Is your first impression that of, wow, this is really a sign of how serious it is, or wow, this is a gesture to their other employees? How do you look at it?
Well, I think that this is probably a symbolic furlough because let's be real. In order for the company to not completely dissolve and for the company to be able to come back whenever it is safe for for people to go outside again and for people to go back to work, we're going to need that CEO and we're going to need that top executive staff to be able to have been working and to be doing things behind the scenes in order to keep the train moving. So I can imagine maybe the conversation is, hey, we're going to technically furlough ourselves, but I can't imagine that they're just sitting at home doing nothing like everybody else. I imagine that they're probably still working and that it's a more symbolic, hey, we're, like the writer said, we're sharing your pain.